What's up everyone, and welcome back to Top 5 Central. Today we're looking at the top 5 psycho YouTuber fan encounters part 2. As always, make sure you click subscribe and leave a comment for a chance to win our weekly Amazon gift card giveaway. Winners will be announced in tomorrow's video, so do it up real quick so you don't miss out. Also, let's see if we can smash 5,000 likes on this video, but with that said, let's get right into it. Number 5. Okay, so starting this off, I feel so bad for Comedy Shorts Gamer, because he hasn't had to deal with crazy fans just once, but twice in the space of just a couple of months. The first time, two fans thought it would be totally cool to jump over his fence and hammer on his door until someone answered, even though he wasn't in the house, and they ended up having to deal with his mom instead. Now you would think after that he would try to improve his security, but then less than a month later it all happened again, when a crazy neighbor jumped over the fence too. I mean, the neighbor who tried to break in did apologize, but I still have no idea what she was thinking, because seriously, who does that to people? Apparently it turns out she was coming over to say hi and introduce herself because she just moved in, but even so, that's not a great way to make a first impression. And so yeah, with that said, I really hope it doesn't happen to him again, because so far he's had a really bad track record for break-ins. I mean, maybe it's time to get like an electric fence or something, I don't know.
Crap. Anyway, so then these two kids, they just come, and you know what, they're like, fuck the gate. Who gives a shit about this gate? It's not there for a reason. Let me just fucking scale the freaking fence and go around the gate. But here's the issue. When they go around the gate, they could have done anything. They could have smashed our cars. They could have robbed us. They could have done anything, okay? I wasn't home, and my dad wasn't home either, okay? Because what they're doing, this is complete breach of privacy. This is my own house, okay? My own house. This is where I live. The fact that you're coming to my house.
What the fuck? Are you actually are you actually for real?
I mean, these things can stop.
She just fucking broke in through my house.
No,
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. Go back the way you came.
Did you?
No. Go back the way you came.
Well, I can't. It's like...
I don't care. Go back the way you came. Yeah? Up.
Number 4. So I've got to give Faze Rug credit for this one, because I'm pretty sure if this happened to me, I wouldn't react anywhere near as nicely as he did. I mean, a fan straight up smashed a glass bottle on his car, and Rug caught the whole thing on camera, but he still decided to deal with it in basically the nicest way possible. Like, even though he had the footage, he didn't show the kid's face at all. When he caught up with him, he literally just asked him to clean up the glass. Honestly, that seems pretty fair to me, but he actually went way further, because he even gave the kid gloves to make sure he didn't get hurt when he was completing the punishment. In fact, once he was done, Rug even drove him home and seemed totally cool about the whole thing. All that aside though, I still don't think glassing someone's car is the best way to go about meeting your favorite YouTuber. Like, maybe just stick to writing them a letter or meeting them at a convention or something.
So I have a fan right next to me right here. He threw a glass bottle at my car and he started running, but I caught him and I'm gonna make him clean up the glass. Don't ever do some shit like that again. Don't ever. Oh my god, this kid is so lucky he didn't shatter anything from my car. He is so lucky there's no damage done to me.
Number 3. Okay, so this is one of those times where I'm really glad we got both sides of the story, because if you only saw the footage I was floating around a while back, you'd probably think something totally different was going down. I mean, last month there was a bit of a scandal because a video was dropped showing Faze Banks straight up destroying a fan's car, but it turns out that's actually not what happened at all. Basically, these kids were parked outside his house honking their horn for over an hour, and when he asked them to leave, they just kept filming. Even worse, as soon as he went back inside, they started all over again, and they seemed to love it when he got mad, so it was obvious that they were there just to try and piss him off. I mean, let's be real here, a simple call to the cops probably would have been the best move, but I'd be really upset too if some random person showed up to my house, so I don't blame the crazy reaction. With that said, let me know what you guys think. Was it too far, or was it exactly what they needed? Make sure to let me know by leaving a comment.
Before I say anything else, I'm going to refer you guys to the clip shown on DJ Keemstar and Scarce's channels. I'm gonna roll that now.
Turn the rock. Arc, go, drive, Andrew, record. Hey, go.
Drive.
Fuck
I'm
out
trying
of
to
here.
give you guys some context. These kids were outside of our house for over an hour, honking on the horn. I have neighbors, okay? I have neighbors. We paid a shit ton of money for this house, and I'm gonna enjoy it, okay? I'm going to enjoy it. These kids were sitting outside of the house for an hour, honking on their horn. I have neighbors. We don't want to hear that. Yelling shit out their car. Like, we are surrounded by neighbors. Our neighbors don't f with that. We obviously don't f with that. Went outside, politely asked them to leave the first time. They didn't do anything except record. Came back inside, they kept doing it. Let it go on for like 20 minutes. This is when I got mad.
Number 2. Okay, there's not much scarier than having someone break into your house, but when it's a fan that's doing it, it's gotta be about 1,000 times crazier. I mean, McJuggernuggets and Parker came home from the post office on what should have been a normal day, until his dad pointed out that the screen for his bedroom window had been yanked wide open. Obviously, he went to investigate and realized a hard drive filled with behind the scenes footage had been taken, and at first he thought it was just a prank. With that said, when he checked the security cameras, it wasn't a friend or a fellow YouTuber messing with him, it was a random fan walking around inside his house and looking through the doors. Like, the guy was straight up taking pictures of the house and being super suspicious, even though he just released a message telling fans not to come near the house. So yeah, this one is really crazy, but honestly it's McJuggernuggets, so it's either a skit or fake.
It could be two or it could be delay.
Look.
You don't
Who
have.
in their right mind would do this when there's cameras right in their face there?
Yeah, no, it's not, you don't even have the camera's not even facing at the door. Like, so when somebody's knocking on the door, they're not gonna see. You're not gonna get to see who. Jesus Christ, this is what all of them fucking do. Now he's gonna be knocking on the back door. That's just typical fan shit. Thank God I locked this door.
Number 1. Okay, I can't believe it even needs to be said at this point, but breaking into a YouTuber's house and secretly filming them is not a good way to get their attention. Like, you're probably wondering who even does something like that, but that's exactly what happened to Faze, Banks, and Ricegum, as well as everybody else who lives in their house. Basically, 3 grown men and a teenager snuck in and started filming, and wouldn't give up the footage when Banks asked him to. Thankfully, he did eventually, but only because he called the cops and made it clear what they were doing was not okay. I mean, even if one of them was 16, that's still way too old to be pulling such a crazy stunt, and the worst part is they didn't even seem to realize it was wrong. Like, until Banks talked to them, they thought it was just a funny prank, even though it left everyone feeling really weird and totally unsafe.
I'm not gonna go into crazy detail because I don't want to give anybody any ideas or whatever, but long story short, someone snuck into our house. Someone like broke into the house, okay? And they were recording without our knowledge, obviously, and they were really shitty about it after, during, all that stuff. Long story short, we got the chip from him. He gave us the chip after so much, like we had to ask so many times. There were 4 people involved. 3 of these people were older. One of them was like 16-year-old kid. That's the kid who we didn't know was in the house. Recording shit. Again, like I've talked about this before, but I shouldn't even have to say this like that.
And there's a video on the top 5 Psycho fan encounters part 2. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like down below and subscribe so you see whenever I upload a video. Also, if you have your own top 5 or top 10 idea, feel free to use your extremely handy form in the description to submit it. With that said, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.